Dan up front, okay?
Congratulations, Nathan. Dan Albano with Orange County Register. Hey, can you talk a little bit about one of your teammates who made it tonight, Jason Lezak? What do you think of his accomplishment at his age and going back with you to another Olympics?
It's exciting. I mean, anytime you got a veteran like that, brings so much experience to the table. You know, I have pretty vivid memories of how he, you know, went about his performances in 2008, and I'm excited to kind of see what he does this time around.
Okay, question right behind you.
Nathan, this is for the Seattle Times. Can you, from the preparedness factor, can you compare '08, preparing for Beijing, and now your preparations for London?
Yeah, kinda. This was a lot different. I mean, '08, I was just kind of some kid who had a chance of making the team, and this time, I'm still a kid that was expected to make the team, and no matter what level you are, those expectations weigh on your shoulders, and I felt it a little bit. Now I made the team, and I can relax, and I'm excited to kind of move forward and start focusing a little more on performance versus, you know, getting myself on that roster.
We'll go right there, please.
Hi there, Jean Marbella with the Baltimore Sun. What do you think overall of the trials and the team that's emerging, and whether people are swimming fast enough at this point?
I mean, I think it's a great trials. You know, if you're feeling a little tired or beat down before going out on the pool deck for that finals, you know, you hear the crowd noise and you awaken pretty quickly. In terms of speed, it's kind of irrelevant at this point. I don't think any of these times necessarily reflect what we're going to go in London. It was all kind of about qualifying, and I think especially, you know, the top of the pack, the guys like Ryan and Michael, they knew they were going to qualify, so they have something left in the tank.
So with Craig.
Nathan, you mentioned time there, and of course, you know, you can go quicker and whatever, but you're a second. It's a whole second there. You know what it takes to do a 48.1. Mm-hmm. 47.1 is something else.
Yes.
Do you imagine getting down that way, or?
You know, at this point, I'm chipping away at my best times. You know, given different circumstances, I think I could have probably gotten under 48 tonight. But, you know, again, I got on that team. 47.1 probably wasn't in the cards for this evening, but you know, sometime in the future, hopefully I'll be around that range.
Nicole?
So with the top 4 times, how do you feel like that sets you guys up for the relay in London? Obviously the Australians are the benchmark, and there's a bit of room to make up there.
We're fine. I mean, nothing we can change now about our preparation. You know, I'm not going to go to our training camp and lift a bunch of weights and try to drop a full second. I'm going to our training camp. I'm going to rest a little more, try to get a little more speed, and, you know, see how that race turns out. There's a reason why we swim it.
Okay, do we have any more questions? Or one more over here? This will be our last question.
Scott Motice with Athletes in Action. A lot was made the first couple nights about all the Florida swimmers qualifying, and just wondering, coming from the Cal program and their dominance at the collegiate level, if you could just speak to Dave and his coaching, and maybe the differences or similarities between between Florida.
Yeah, there's a big difference in how we train, probably how we approach our races. My first 50 is probably a lot faster, and Ryan's last 50 is probably a lot faster. You know, at the collegiate level, Dave's obviously proved himself. I think the Cal program fits me very well. It develops my strength, my power, and I think that's where I need to move forward at this point, and I couldn't be happier where I am.
Thank you, Nathan. Congratulations. And this is our last press conference of the evening.